G'day YouTube. I'm just going to do a video on my Samsung S4 phone that I got the other day. I've had every kind of phone you can imagine, probably like a lot of you. Years ago I used to have to spend $1,500 on a phone to get the phone I wanted, the XDAs and stuff like that. When they first come out, I was always the first one to go and buy them because I used to use them for business and try to do all my business on my phone. It was the easiest way to do it, rather than carrying around notepads and bits of paper and stuff like that. So I've got the S4 at the moment. It's not the first Samsung I've had. I've had the S2 as well, and my partner's got the S3, so I've used them a fair bit. Everyone I talk to that has the Samsung says, "What a great phone! They're wonderful." I hate them. I just like, it was good at the start when I started using it, and then it misspells words. I can't get the camera open quick enough. I can't enter appointments quick enough. It's really frustrating. It's got the extra button and stuff like that. So you can. The other day I was in the ute and I wanted to capture a picture of a car. I think it was driving past. I only had like 5 or 6 seconds to snap the photo, and then it was gone. And I had to press back about 15 times on the back button to get out of it, and then go back into the camera. Whereas the iPhone just would have been one button press or 2 button presses and snap the picture. It would have been a lot easier. So of these two phones, my personal preference is the iPhone. I had the iPhone 3GS and now the iPhone 4. That being said though, I haven't gone the iPhone this time around. I've actually ordered a BlackBerry Q10 because I'm using it for business now. And I haven't had a BlackBerry before, and I've seen how they work, and I've seen friends that have had Blackberries, and I've always thought I wouldn't mind giving them a go. So I'm going to give this new BlackBerry Q10 a go, and I'll do a review of that, and you can tell me. There's a lot of BlackBerry users apparently that don't like this Q10 because it's different to the old Blackberries a little bit, but I think that the issues they're having might be fixed with an update. So my personal preference of these two phones, as a tradesman for work, I prefer the iPhone. But the other issue with the tradesman is we've always generally got dirty hands, like whether you're a chippy or a paint or a plaster or whatever. Touchscreens are an issue for us because we might be in the middle of work and we have to use the touchscreen, and our hands might be greasy, or I might have paint on them or water or whatever. Like I might have just washed my hands to answer the phone and my hands are still wet. So the touchscreen doesn't always respond, and that's any device. So that's why I've gone to the BlackBerry, because it's still got the physical keyboard, the one I've ordered, the Q10. So that's something that probably a lot of people don't take into account with tradespeople and mobile phone companies, is that is always the case. If you're a mechanic or you're a carpenter or whatever, your hands are dirty pretty much all the time. So the touchscreens don't really work as well. But at the end of the day, I hate this phone. It is a pain in the ass. It just doesn't do stuff quick enough. It's got a giant screen, which is good if you're browsing the internet. I need to have one of these hard cases on it, the OtterBox, which is $60 or something. That's really good because I can basically just throw the phone down a driveway or whatever and it won't get damaged. But yeah, long story short, I don't like these Samsung S4s that everyone says are great. I think they're crap. Alright, thanks, see ya. The other thing I will say with the Samsung is a lot of the settings that were with the S2 that you could edit, you can't now edit on these. There was a lot more settings available to edit. They've sort of locked it off the way the iPhone is locked up a little bit, so you can't do everything you want to do with the iPhones either. And to get those settings available, you have to do what's called rooting the Samsung. It's like a root kit or something. You've got to install something on there. It's like a firmware update or something like that, and then it unlocks those settings. But so it's not even the reason people were buying these to start with was you could basically do whatever you wanted with them, and they're starting to lock everything down, lock the features down on it. So that's no longer a reason to buy this over the iPhone either. And I can save you the trouble. The phone's already rooted. So also, screen rotate is another thing. If I get the phone and go like that, it sometimes takes a few seconds for the screen to spin around, and sometimes it doesn't spin around at all, and you've got to actually hit rotate, and that's something you can't edit in the settings. Whereas the iPhone is generally pretty instant when you do that. That is a bit of a pest, and little things like that. It's just full of bugs like that annoy you.